Namaste, co-creators. Do y'all want to see a creepy, empty apartment? There used to be a bookcase there. There's a ranger. Can you see him? Yeah, so I've been selling all my furniture. This is my bedroom. That lonely little bed with a puppy on it now. It's my gramophone. Pretty much, this is all that's left. And even my bar stool there is sold. And that chair over there is sold as well. But I asked the people I sold it to if I could keep them a little bit longer. So I have something to sit on when I eat. And that other chair is just kind of a nice rest for my bag. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of internal cleansing, obviously, of my physical possessions, these physical extensions of, myself in a way. And it feels really good. At the same time, it is a little scary. Self-doubt can creep in. Oh my God, what am I doing? All this nice furniture I was gifted by my very kind and generous father, I'm now getting rid of, never to see again. And, what if Hawaii doesn't work out? What if I want all this furniture? These fears and these panicky thoughts rush in sometimes, but, the deeper sense of my knowing keeps telling me it's all good. It's all good. I don't know at this time or understand or am able to see into my future and what the next few months, years, and beyond holds for me. No one really can see that I'm aware of, at least. Maybe some people are that tapped in. I don't know. I've never been able to see that far. And if I do, or I think I do, often it totally changes. 2 years ago, the plan was to be living in Terre Haute and working my way through a 5-year doctorate program in clinical psychology. That was the 5-year plan. And as evidenced by recent decisions and action steps, that's clearly not happening anymore. My time in Terre Haute is very much limited, which comes with a mix of all the different emotions, a lot of happiness, a lot of excitement at what the future holds. All the growth and expansion that I know is going to happen with this move. But also, definitely fear rears its ugly head from time to time. When I'm falling asleep at night, often, it will creep in there and kind of keep me awake. But, most of the time, I feel very good about this. I know I do have waves of sadness I have made some really, really beautiful, intense, deep, heartfelt, emotional connections to some very wonderful people here, and I will miss that. I will miss the community that I helped co-create here around health, around happiness, around, growth and expansion, a community that I've been a part of and really seen myself grow in love and trust and connection with people in a way that, previously I've not been able to do. So that's been really, really wonderful, and it will be sad and difficult, and I'm sure I will experience my own kind of grief process at the loss of that community in terms of sharing the same physical space and being close in physical proximity. So I will miss that, but at the same time, I have a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment. Like I've left behind, a sort of legacy here. I've helped inspire a lot of positive change in different people and in situations, and I mean maybe even the institutions I've been a part of to a certain degree too. And I'm really proud of that, and I just have such a sense of gratitude that I did come here. I gave it a shot. I did some very meaningful, powerful work while I have been here, and I mean I've left a mark. And in contrast to, I'm wanting to say like previous lives, but I don't know that they were exactly, after leaving a place, because I have moved around so much, I was leaving more of a tornado-like path of destruction in my wake. Really burned bridges and explosions in relationships, and just me not caring at all how I left things, how I comported myself, how I treated other people, what was left said and unsaid. And I'm not doing that this time, which feels really good. That I don't feel the need to, re-engage in that pattern. And I mean, that's a big part of why I, even though really wanted to just kind of stay in Hawaii at the end of the retreat over New Year's, I knew I had to come back here. I had to take care of business, and I had to, figure out how to gracefully leave this program, close up loose ends like, this apartment, this lease, move the furniture, actually take care of responsibility in a way that I have really fled the scene of responsibility in the past. Just like, oh, you deal with it, counting on the reliable, consistent people in my life, my family members, my dad, namely, who is such a kind person, who's really, really good at fixing situations and taking responsibility when I myself have just kind of, I'm out, not leaving it all on him. I'm being a big girl, finally, right? I mean, not that we're ever really anything other than our inner child in a lot of ways, but yeah, I'm acting like a big girl. And I'm proud of that too. Being a sovereign, free, spiritual being who understands, the implications, the ramifications of my actions, of my decisions, of my choices, and trying to consciously and mindfully make those decisions in a way that minimizes harm and maximizes growth for myself and all the other beings around me, for whom my decisions have an impact. So, really recognizing and owning our interconnectedness and being mindful of how my role fits in there. So, at the same time, I feel so grateful. I've been in such a great flow. In my flow, magical things are happening all around me, within me. New connections are being made, And really, I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I've been stuffing my brain with all sorts of new information, lots of New Age spirituality, recently Ayurvedic medicine, Chinese medicine, yogic philosophy, I mean, all kinds of spiritual teachings. And, that's just been kind of in my free time, as well as, trying to wrap up and pull off leaving my last semester in graduate school early, before finals even happen. So really trying to getting everything done. This week has been my spring break, and I've been so busy, but at the same time found and carved out time for myself to continue my meditation practice, my yoga practice, get into indie, have some adventures, forge some meaningful connections with people, and enjoy the company of people with whom I have, already connected, and just really soak it all in. And at the same time, the weather has been cooperative and beautiful, and it's really nice out, and I'm so grateful that spring is here. It feels like the springtime of my life, in the more macro sense as well. I know a lot of change is underway, and I'm really excited for it, and I'm loving the process. I'm loving the flow. It's definitely had its ups and downs. Last week, or actually, I guess last Monday or something, I had probably the worst day I've had in recent memory. Terrible. And I was able to reach out for help at this really beautifully synchronistic moment when my mom had texted me, and it was that moment in the universe. I was just like, I needed to talk to someone so bad. And I'm so grateful to her and for, having the opportunity to reconnect with my mom, who, I have been distant from lately. And I just, I want to put that out into the universe, my gratitude for that, and just hope for anyone else who feels estranged or disconnected from a family member. It's not too late to reach out. It's not too late to do some repairing of different relationships, whether they be family, friends, a spouse, a partner, lover, whatever. It's not too late to do that, assuming that you've done, the self-work, the internal housekeeping that is kind of a prerequisite to, I don't know, even being in the space where you would be open to repairing a family relationship. So it is possible. If I could do it, you could do it. If I could get through this last chunk of graduate school and stay sane, well, relatively, I mean, it depends who you ask, whether or not I would be considered sane, but I consider myself a sane kind of level person, who's just, seeking more and more integration and more growth and expansion. I could get through this. You can get through whatever you're getting through. Just trust in yourself. Trust in your flow. And when you're in your flow, everything's going to come easier. And that's not to say there won't be challenges. There will be, but they will be in the service of your own growth and expansion. And it's absolutely necessary to recognize that and to not try to avoid those challenges, but to continue to flow through them and to learn from them. And yeah, I mean, I'm loving life. I love you. I hope life is loving you back and that you're loving it too. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of you who comment, who have given me your support in any way, shape, or form. Thanks for hanging in there. it's fun to make these videos and to share my thoughts, and it's so important to my own self-expression. So thank you for being here with me on this journey, for co-creating this reality, and I wish you a magical experience. Namaste.